that gives, point guards fits.
Yeah, he's like a fire hydrant in terms of his build and strength. He's a good ball defender, but he gambles sometimes, so that can cut both ways. He'll get steals, but he'll also put you in tough positions defensively.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Aldridge. Johnson comes in for Green, and Chris Paul subbed in for Austin Rivers. Paul kicks to Jordan. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
In talking about Lawson's defense, he was down in steals last season. But a part of that is because he stopped gambling as much. He's learned where to pick his spots.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
The Pacers making a switch here. Mahimi's checked in for Turner. Allen comes in for Jordan Hill. Solomon Hill is checked in for C.J. Miles. And it's Ellison for Ty Lawson.
Getting back to Ty Lawson, he's under 6 feet without shoes, relatively short wingspan as well, yet he's always had to deal with size limitations on defense. But he uses phenomenal anticipation and speed to win more than his share of battles at that end of the floor.
On the wing, George, guarded by Crawford. Kept alive, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Lavoy Allen. That is his first foul of the game. Clippers trail by 7. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Jordan the screen. Clock at 6. Crawford with the ball. He's picked up by Hill. And Griffin scores. The assist by Crawford. Now just a 5-point Indiana lead. The Pacers have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Griffin on the double team. Pick up by Hill.
He just picked up his 4th personal foul, and now he's got some foul trouble hanging over his head, guys.
Indiana shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether. And one bright note for the Pacers last season was the play of their bench. Adding Rodney Stuckey was a huge boost for them.
Here's Griffin. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And Stuckey led the charge for the Pacers bench, Greg, as you were talking about. But all around the reserves, Clark, were fantastic on the Pacers.
Yeah, 3rd in the league at almost 41 points per game off the bench. 1st in the NBA in bench rebounding, and top 10 in field goal percentage as a bench.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Redick is checked in. Turner's checked in for Indiana.
And guys, the Clippers last year, they were okay against the Eastern Conference, but not spectacular. You would have thought that with how well they were overall, they would have just really feasted on the East.
As you said with the Clippers, Greg, they did decently against the Eastern Conference. But of the Western playoff teams, Clark, they had the 2nd worst record against the Eastern Conference.
And, things like that matter, Kevin. I mean, they struggled against Eastern Conference playoff teams, went only 6-10 against those teams last year.
Redick for 3.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
There's a reason why they have 3 seconds in the lane, and that interior play has made a big difference in this game. No need to rush here. They can play for 1 shot.
Yeah, and I think the way you do it, you're patient as you indicated, and wait until about the 5-second mark before you get into your play.
3-pointer. The shot misses.
Timeout. Start it.
And the Pacers call time here.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
George, that's a two-pointer. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Pacers leading by 10. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. Pacers leading by 10. Austin Rivers is out there with J.J. Redick. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Mbah a Moute. And it's Green in at the three. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And George, here we go. And Jordan sends it back. And it's Green missing.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second. And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch in how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Clippers trail by 8. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. He feeds it to Redick for three, and he gets it to go.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly. He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
The drive by Green. Paul George grabs the miss. George has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Miami's checked in for Turner. Allen comes in for Jordan Hill. Hill, he's checked in for C.J. Miles. And it's Ellison for Rodney Stuckey. Los Angeles calls timeout.
And really, the last few seasons, the Clippers have been one of the most consistently strong teams in the league. A far cry from when they were a bottom feeder back in the day. They have become one of the premier franchises in the NBA.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Doc Rivers address his team. He really wants them to try to push the tempo here, see if they can get a few easy buckets in transition, saying, listen, we're playing station to station right now. Let's try to catch them off guard, guys. Let's see if they can do exactly that, Kevin.
Greg, as you said about the Clippers, the days of finishing near the bottom every year are over. Clark, a lot of that is Doc Rivers.
Exactly. Since 2012, Kevin, they have had the 3rd best record in the NBA. A lot of loyal fans stuck it out with the team during the dark days, and now they're reaping the fruit.
And it's George missing.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
Yeah, you know, he's not making any kind of impact for them at that end of the court right now. Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Indiana moving the ball around. They shoot again. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
And defensively, if you're trying to battle back, you can't keep sending them to the line.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Cole Aldrich.
Fantastic bomb there, just especially against the taller defender.
Clutch shooting, determination, and plenty of skill, too.
A minute 50 left in the game. Johnson attacking. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Paul kicks to Redick. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Pacers leading by 3. Outside, George. A three-pointer, no good.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
And the bucket counts. He's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Boy, their passing has been picturesque. A thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And they've also worked hard to get the ball inside. They haven't just settled. And they've hit a lot of high percentage shots in this game.
George double-teamed. Shot from 12. "55 seconds left in the fourth. Nails it!
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Paul dishes to Johnson. Passes to Griffin. And it's Jordan that's out the key. Back to Griffin. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
I agree. I mean, you would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is.
Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for the Clippers. Indiana also making some changes. Mahinmi's checked in for Turner. And Lavoy Allen subbed in for Jordan Hill. Hill passes to George. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. That is the one saving grace of that situation.
And the Pacers call time here. J.J. Redick's checked in for Jamal Crawford. Indiana also making some changes. C.J. Myers, he's checked in for Solomon Hill. And George Hill's subbed in for Monte Ellis. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that gives them the lead.
Not an A-plus trip to the line, but he did get them the lead.
The drive by Paul. Kicks to Jordan. Paul with the ball. Jordan sets the pick for Paul. To take the lead. It's off. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
Exactly. I mean, got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
No good at the stripe this time. The second misses also. Los Angeles calls timeout. They're behind by 1. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
It's come down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to catch the ball, make a quick pass, and then get it airborne.
Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. You have to value every possession.
Goes up off the inbound. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.